Good evening. We'll soon have a new garbage collection system here in the border city. Starting next month, residents are being asked to stop using their current garbage bags and to switch to more efficient carts. Bart Pediasic reports.
Crews braved the snow and cold as garbage carts were dropped off around the city. They're part of a new initiative where regular garbage bags will be phased out for more efficient collection methods.
That leads to lower costs for our residents and also keeps birds and different vectors out of the bags, which will lead to cleaner neighborhoods.
And it's not just garbage that gets a new look. Starting April, you'll be able to put out your compost on the curb as well.
I think we've delivered about 5,000 so far. The green ones are for your organics, and you put your lawn clippings, your food scraps, and everything in there, everything that's compostable. And then the gray ones are for strictly your trash.
Information brochures are also being delivered alongside the new carts, explaining what constitutes garbage or compost. And you shouldn't have to wait long for your carts to come.
The carts should all be delivered by the end of this week, and it might roll into the following week by a couple of days, but certainly by April 1st, all of the carts will be delivered.
In the meantime, the city is asking residents not to use the carts until next month.
At this time, we're just asking residents to, until that time, hold off putting the carts out at the curb, and it's just taking us a little bit of time to get ready for the program. And on April 1st, organics will be able to be collected at the curbside.
The city says the current garbage collection schedule will still be in place next month. For more information on the program, visit the city website. Bart Pediasic, Newcap News.
March is RCMP Fraud Awareness Month. Now, one of the biggest frauds out there is identity theft. Research shows when it comes to this issue, thieves don't discriminate. Now, knowing how to prevent yourself from this is the first step in protecting your identity and your money. Anna Knotvate has more.
It's a crime that even police say is hard to solve. According to the RCMP, finding those responsible for identity theft is a difficult task at hand.
Because they could be anywhere in the world. If they're doing online banking theft, if they're doing credit applications, they don't have to be here in town to be doing that.
But account thefts do happen, even in smaller cities like Lloydminster. Michael Holden with the Alberta Treasury Branch says his staff take the issue seriously.
As a bank, our best line of defense is our staff. There's technology out there that helps with it, but certainly the best way to do it is just is our frontline staff, them, asking questions, verifying identities.
When it comes to identity theft, one of the biggest things to remember is being proactive to protect yourself. One of the ways you can do that is not carrying around your birth certificate or your passport.
As well, you should keep track of your credit card and bank statements. Shred any important documents such as receipts and bills before throwing them out. Make sure your computer has an up-to-date antivirus system and always log out of online banking. And be wary of fraud emails and websites.
Keep your PIN number private. If you're using your bank card in a public place, you can shield your PIN number. Be very careful not to access your banking information from a public computer. And always use a password when you're on the computer with your banking information, even if it's your own computer.
Each year, thousands of Canadians are victims of identity theft. And that's why it's so important for Canadians to arm themselves against this crime. Anna Knotvate, Newcap News.
Hundreds of people gathered for Lakeland College's Centennial Celebration over the weekend. Now, the night included renowned speakers who have made an impact on Canadian government and society. Once again, here's Bart Pediasic.
The Lloydminster Gym was a full house as special guests and dignitaries from across Canada came to celebrate the momentous birthday. Former Canadian General Romeo Dallaire was just one of those invited. He says he's impressed with what the college has accomplished during the last century.
Well, that's what you're really here to celebrate, is the fact that it's not just an old building that's in existence, but in fact an institution that has progressed, has moved the yardsticks, and has brought innovative leaders to the fore.
Dallaire spoke about the evolution of post-secondary education in the country.
Institutions of higher learning like this are institutions to get rid of the borders and to get them outside of their comfort zone of their region and to get them into the world, which I believe this new generation is going to be far more prepared.
Good evening, everyone, and it's a pleasure to be here with you tonight.
And representatives from the Alberta government were also on hand, with speeches from both Premier Alison Redford and the Lieutenant Governor on the docket. While there were no discussions about the recent budget cuts, Lieutenant Governor Donald Ethel spoke about the importance of schools like Lakeland.
I think having universities, colleges such as this is part of our makeup, particularly in Western Canada and rural Canada.
Ethel says he visited a lot of major universities and colleges throughout Alberta, and the increase of enrollment over the past years is something to be proud of.
The attendance is, in my simple way of looking at it, is astronomical. And I think that the enrollment, rather, and same here at this facility. It's important that we maintain those figures, because the more we educate, the more people are going to go out in that society.
Bart Pediasic, Newcap News.